Hey there, Vault Dweller. I've heard all about the plans for that Vault 79 raid of yours, so I'll spare you the time and tell you I'm in. All that sweet, sweet gold is as good as ours. And you've done a good job with that, haven't you? Don't worry, you were plenty careful. But old Johnny's got his ways. Hey, catch? It's not a catch so much as it is a business deal. Before I sign on for your vault raid, I need you to do something for me. You've got the kind of skills I need to help pull off a very important job. Definitely no kids. Can't make any promises about suicidal ghouls, but I can say Lou won't be involved. Nah, this'll be fun. I promise. So here's what's what. I used to run jobs with my partner, Hal. Hal's a dear old friend. Known him since before the war. Hal and I went our separate ways when I joined up with Meg's crew. Now he's being held as a slave by a group of unsavory hooligans out by Watoga. And being forced to do who knows what. I got a plan to free him. All right, shoot. Well, these guys run a deadly arena competition out of the old Civic Center. Now, Meg asked me to scope it out and find out what their deal was. See if maybe we could get them to join us. It was clear these weren't the type of people we wanted in our crew. Slavery's a big no-no with Meg. And these folks are all about it. But while I was betting on one of the matches, I spotted Hal waiting on people hand and foot in one of the arena's luxury boxes. My best guess is that when he and I split, he kept following the trail south. The hooligans from the Watoga arena must have offered him his life in exchange for servitude. Knowing Hal, he probably figured he would bide his time and find a way out of his situation later. Now, it happened after we found the crater and decided to settle, but Hal's not the type who enjoys being in one place for too long. To be honest, neither am I. But Meg's crew offers resources and opportunities that we just weren't finding on our own anymore. Well, Hal thought we'd be better off on our own. I told him I was staying put. He struck out by himself, and that was the end of it. The best cons require a partner. Someone to help sell the illusion. In this case, my partner, that would be you, are going to play a critical role in selling that illusion. I could probably rescue Hal myself, but it's riskier than I like. Now, I figure with your skills, there's very little chance we could screw this up. Good. Right, so about this competition. People fight for riches, food, supplies, whatever they're willing to bet. Half the competitors are slaves, and their masters are betting on them. Others are just people trying to make their fortune. Not quite, but close. I want to pass you off as my slave. I'll make a deal to sell you to Hal's master after you win the competition that will rig in your favor. Once you get into the slave quarters, you and Hal will break out and rendezvous with me. Any questions? As you should. Fair enough. I know it sounds insane, but trust me, I've pulled off much more complicated and dangerous cons. This is nothing. If you stick with me and do what I tell you, it'll go smooth as pre-war butter. I'll be doing all the heavy lifting. It seems to change from time to time, but I got word that the next competition is your standard arena battle. You versus whatever feral ghouls and other creatures they've dug up. The first prize goes to whichever combatant clears them out fastest. You will. I'm gonna rig the competition in your favor, so there's no way you'll lose. Now, on the off chance you somehow fail, I won't be happy, but we'll have to improvise. Think of this as a trial run for the vault job. It'll let me know how much I can trust you. That is a bit of an unknown, so it's mostly gonna be on you to figure out? See, luckily after the competition, the place tends to clear out pretty fast, so you'll only have like a few guards to deal with. They're nothing special, so whichever direction you choose to go, I think you'll be able to handle it. Of course, I'll help where I can. All right, so here's how it'll go down. Meet me at the Watoga Civic Center. I'll do some legwork before you get there. You'll want to slip in the back entrance. I'll be waiting. In character. We'll get you into the competition, and I'll go over the final details with you once I know more. See you there, partner.
Sir? 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 Sir?
The transit hub of Watoga offers monorail and bus services to the greater Cranberry Bog area and beyond. Transit services wait times are presently longer than normal. We thank you for your patience. Watoga wishes you safe travels wherever you are headed. Please see the boards for latest arrival and departure times. Welcome to the Watoga Transit Hub, the future of travel. The transit hub of Watoga offers monorail and bus services to the greater Cranberry Bog area and beyond. Transit services wait times are presently longer than normal. We thank you for your patience. Watoga wishes you safe travels wherever you are headed. Please see the boards for latest arrival and departure times. Welcome to the Watoga Transit Hub, the future of travel.
Be gentle with the robots, will you? They're only following their programming. I love robots. Have I mentioned I love robots?
transit hub of Watoga offers monorail and bus services to the greater Cranberry Bog area and beyond. Transit services wait times are presently longer than normal. We thank you for your patience. Watoga wishes you safe travels wherever you are headed. Please see the boards for latest arrival and departure times. Welcome to the Watoga Transit Hub, the future of travel.
Beep. Ugh. I love robots. Have I mentioned I love robots? Well, I do. They're smarter, sleeker, faster, stronger. I could go on, but I won't waste my breath if I'm boring you. Just a human pledging unwavering loyalty and devotion to superior AI. They exist for a purpose, and they do that purpose well. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Well, sometimes there are ifs and ands, but with any luck they're well documented, and... Point is, robots always make sense. Anything they do for a reason. I prefer if the whole world functioned that way. Plus, they're cutie pies. I've never understood humans. They're always hurting each other, and they're really inefficient. If you're going to destroy the world, at least do it properly and eliminate our parasitic species for good. You know, before the war, I once got fired for telling my boss that his code was a pile of crap and needed to be reworked. But it was true. How about robots? I love talking about robots. Watoga, the city of the future. A fully automated utopia with everything from hard labor to civil service in the hands of the bots. I wish I could have seen it before the war. Things have gotten a little dingy since then. Huh. Is it? I mean, aside from the corpses and debris everywhere, yes. I would be happy to live out my days here and never meet another human soul again. No offense. Oh, made your way up to see Maya, did you? I'm impressed. Huh. Yeah, you can imagine my chagrin when I arrived at the promised robot utopia, only to get laser beamed from every direction. But I wasn't gonna give up on my dream that easily. So I loaded up on stealth boys and scoured the place until I found Maya. The rest is history. Hit me. Oh, you couldn't have said a more delightful series of words. Have you read about the latest servo model Robco was working on before the war? I'm still trying to get my hands on one. Scoured it from top to bottom. No dice on the servo. Well, maybe my lucky day is simply yet to come. Or I'll have to make it myself. Oh dear. How could I possibly choose? Protectrons are charming. Simple, quaint design, marching ever forward on a single directive. But handies are so versatile, So many possible attachments. But the human personality thing really drops their point value. iBots? Boring. Liberators? Too political. Robo-brains? Creepy. Oh, Assaultrons. Now those pack some grievous power. But I don't like the humanoid body. I got it. Sentry bots. Massive, commanding, powerful. Really the whole package. Do humans have souls? How do you define a soul? If it's something that gives you purpose, then robots have more of a soul than any other entity I know. Aw, do we have to? Well, duh. Why anyone suffers through teaching another human what they like and don't like when they could just write it into code is beyond me. But hey, it takes one to know one, right? Uh-huh. Sure. Okay. Well, in case something ever sparks your curiosity for the inner workings of robots, let me give you the right tools to investigate. Well, duh. Why anyone? But hey, it takes one to know one, right? Ah, finally, some common sense. Fleshy skin and brittle bone? Yuck. Industrial-grade reinforced steel and hyperplex optic sensors? Woof! Speaking of robot parts, I've got some extras lying around. Why don't you use them to keep your bots in shape? There's nothing worse than a mechanical malfunction at the wrong time. And I'll leave you to your human wasteland. Oh joy, flesh and bone.
Welcome to the Watoga Civic Center, the future of events. The Watoga Civic Center welcomes you. The presidential debate happens here. The Civic Center is your home to the future of music. Automatons will blow your mind with sound.
Keep quiet and let me do the talking from now. Follow me, and remember, you're my slave.
Oh, there you are. Well, hurry along then, we're late. You're lucky I didn't feed you to the Mylux when I had the chance.
Hey, your slave doesn't have his collar on. You better take him inside and fix that quick before he does something you'll regret.
No worries, old chap. I've got it right here. Poor thing's got the trots, he does. Had to go round the back way so he could do his duty outside before entering. Like the proper scum he is. She'll be all empty now. What do you have to say for yourself, slave? Good, because it'll be the end of you if you do.
Just make sure he doesn't make a mess, because I'm the one who's got to clean it up. And get that stinking collar on him.
Oi! You heard the nice bloke. Come over here, so I can put this collar around your scrawny neck.
I really don't care about whatever it is you gotta say. Fuck off! I don't deal with the slaves, only the owners and volunteers.
Only one of us is gonna make it tonight, and you're sadly mistaken if I'm gonna let some newbie alternate beat me. Just had to be an elimination match tonight. Fuck it, I know what I'm doing. All you chumps are the ones who have to worry, not me. Why don't you go bother Klaus over there? He'll only bite your ear off. I'll do much worse if you mess with me. What's your problem, newbie? This is gonna be your first and last appearance in the arena tonight. I'll make sure of it. Get a good look, creep. 'Cause that collar of yours guarantees it's the last time you'll lay eyes on a true champion before you lose. Just had to be an elimination match tonight. Fuck it, I know what I'm doing. All you chumps are the ones who have to worry, not me. Why don't you go bother Klaus over there? He'll only bite your ear off. I'll do much worse if you mess with me.
Step away, scum.
I know how to make injuries look like accidents, and nobody in here's gonna complain about you getting crippled. Understand? You've got a lot of nerve talking to me. I know how to make injuries look like accidents, and nobody in here's gonna complain about you getting crippled. Understand?
You just have to admire the tenacity.
Listen, I know how to survive in there. You just gotta... wait. What? You're just trying to get into my head! Get out! Get out! What are you... you trying to psych me out? Well, it ain't gonna work! When I win this, that's it. I'll have paid off my debt. Oh, I can taste that freedom. It tastes like... metal? No, that's something else. Stay away! I don't like people touching me. I don't like people near me. Just... ah! You want a piece of me? Huh? No, gotta stay focused on the match. You should too.
What a move! It never gets old.
Hey, thanks for playing it cool. I signed you up as an alternate to get you into today's match. So you'll go in if one of the current fighters loses before the match is over. I have a good feeling that's gonna happen, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Now, if you screw up and they try to detonate your collar, it's on to plan B. Kill everyone, save Hal, and make it out alive. I know, it's not elegant. But when the lie is specific and disgusting enough, people don't bother asking questions. As you can see, it worked. It's a deterrent in case a fighter tries to escape or turns on the audience, or in the case of today's match, if they end a round in last place. It's designed to blow up at the push of a button, taking your neck with it. But don't worry, I've replaced yours with a dud collar. I picked it up last time I was here and removed the explosives. Like it? It's a character I whipped up just in case. I don't want anyone here knowing who I am or tracing it back to the crater. So instead, I'm
Reginald B. Humphreys, from jolly old England, mate. Got stuck in DC when the airplane stopped running, and couldn't make it back across the pond.
There's not much to go over. If all else fails, we're going out guns blazing. It won't be ideal, and we'll need to murder every last one of these chumps, and still rescue Hal. Let me be clear, do not lead us into Plan B. I will not be happy. While you're down here, I'll work my magic in the stands, doing recon and making deals. There are 3 rounds. You'll need to fend off whatever they throw at you. Between each round, I'll come back here for a pep talk, and we'll discuss our various options. I'm counting on you to come in first. Don't let me down.
All right, Septic Survivor. Get out there when they call you, and don't let me down. I've got a lot of caps riding on you.
Golden Boy has been reduced. We just need to take a short intermission.
Oi! Back away, slave. Know your place.
Grab some dirty water or whatever meat we've got on us.
You're the bloody slave, and I'm your master. Don't make me remind you again. What did I say? No biscuits till you've earned it. Scum like you doesn't speak unless spoken to. Oi! Back away, slave. Know your place.
Not a great showing from Nuclear Dom, who's currently in last place. How will our next competitor stack up? Let's bring him out!
Hey, that's you. Get out there. Step away, scum.
We're back and ready to rock, folks. Now let's all put our hands together for our newest contender, the Septic Survivor. Word is they were holed up, living in a cushy vault, 25 while the rest of us now being forced to fight for survival like an animal. How's that for a cold dose of reality? Wow, what a thrilling match, folks. Newbies putting on the pressure. After the first round, 3 will go on, and 1 will lose his head. Oh, did I? Sorry to spoil it, folks, but our longtime fighter, Nuclear Don, just couldn't hack it tonight. Sorry, Don. That's just the way it is. Now who's ready to see some fireworks? Fire Don! Alright! Let's get it cleaned up. Now, we'll take a quick break while we rearrange the arena for round 2. Now go get yourselves some food and drink, you sick bastards!
You've got a lot of nerve talking to me.
Only one of us is gonna make it tonight, and you're sadly mistaken if I'm gonna let some newbie alternate beat me.
You're gonna be fun to watch fail in there. Shame I won't be able to see it.
Wow, people out there seem impressed. Keep it up, and this'll be a piece of cake. Okay, listen up. I found a couple ways we can tip the scale in our favor. Now, Nuclear Don was using some strange new blend of chems to give himself an edge. And now he's dead, we can steal it. Use it ourselves. Now, I also discovered a powerful turret system built into the arena. I bet I can hack it and turn it against your targets in the ring. Sure. Okay, now option 1. Steal and use performance-enhancing chems from Nuclear Don's locker while I distract the guard. Now option 2. I can hack the arena's turret system to fight for you during your round. You got it. Based on what I heard, this shouldn't arouse suspicion because malfunctions happen all the time with their system.
You're the bloody Slayers, and I'm your master. Don't make me remind you again.
After a strong showing from Maximum Manny and a good run from Death Klaus, it's time for our final fighter to come out. Can the Septic Survivor keep up the pace?
What did I say? No biscuits till you've earned it.
Our newest contender is back in the arena for round 2. I don't know what to say, folks. Hell, that's what's supposed to be the At the end of round 2, your favorite and mine, Maximum Maddie, is still going strong. Death Clouds, baby! Let's see what those brains of yours look like. Gonna have to talk to my tech guys about that. All right! Now, while we're sorting things out for next round, you all go get yourselves drunk on whatever rum hits we got back here.
Good job, Septic Survivor. But you're gonna need to do better than that to win the final round. Second place is now last place.
After you win, I'll come meet you down on the arena floor, where we'll go over the final plans. Then you're on your own. Oh, I also found some new information we can use to our advantage, if you so choose. Now, I'm certain I can convince Maximum Maddie to throw the round if I tell her I'll disable her collar and buy her freedom. So what kind of help do you want from me this round? Sure thing. Okay, now option 1. Steal and use performance-enhancing chems from Nuclear Dawn's locker while I distract the guard. Or option 3, I can con Maximum Maddie into throwing the round, which will make it unlikely you'll come in last place. Well, sure thing. Maddie's anxious and focused on self-preservation. She'll be an easy con. Like, it's unfortunate what happens to the losers here. But Maddie deserves to die. I just need you to go talk to the guard and distract him while I do it. You're cool with that, right? Oh, no, of course not. And I'm not actually gonna disable her collar. No, she'll pop like the others. Don't worry, though. She deserves it. She was exiled and sold into slavery because she killed kids and ate them. Real nasty stuff. Good. Go do your thing and I'll do mine.
Scum like you doesn't speak unless spoken to.
Get a good look, creep. 'Cause that collar of yours guarantees it's the last time you'll lay eyes on a true champion before you lose.
Stand down, slave. It'd be a shame if you were to get injured before your next fight. You know, slaves are supposed to keep to themselves and shut the hell up. But, what the heck. You're right. I'm bored as shit down here. What do you want to know?
Hello, Maddie. I want to offer you a shot at freedom. I'm going to make your master a lucrative offer to buy you. And when this is all done, you're free to go.
Are you kidding? Fuck that. They'll blow my collar if I lose.
If I disable it first.
Alright. You got yourself a deal, mister. Can't wait to get out of here.
Glenn. Yeah, I never liked it. But I never had the heart to change it, even though everyone else around here changed theirs after civilization fell. Yeah, funny story. I ran into Sargento and his gang out in the capital Wasteland. I was just a scrappy kid at the time, and I stole cans of food from him. Got caught, and wound up in a fist fight with the boss man himself. I decked him hard with a sucker punch, but he laughed it off and offered me a job as a caravan guard. When we settled here, I just kept at it. Only now, instead of keeping jerks away, I keep them in. Hell if I know. I might have been 2 years old at the time. This world is all I've ever known. Nah, parents are dead. Died when I was 14, before I joined up with Sargento. Never had any brothers or sisters. No wife, no kids. I only have to worry about myself. This whole thing's pretty new, so there's not much, but... Oh, this one gal, a volunteer, not a slave, mind you. She climbs up on the back of this huge Yaogwai and starts riding it around. It's thrashing around, trying to get at her, but she pulls out this length of rusty barbed wire and saws its damn head off. Then she tosses it in Sargento's lap and spits at his feet. Oh, the most badass thing I've ever seen. She left with her prize and never came back. Too bad. You don't take hints very well. Do you need a blunt force reminder of your place here, slave? Yeah, but he'd understand if I told him a slave stepped out of line and tried to break free. Know what I'm saying? Fine by me. Then I wouldn't have to deal with assholes like you. But say you're right. I say it's better incentive for people to keep their slaves in line. It's why we don't get no upstarts here. And if we do, it's how we make sure they don't get too far. Sure, go ahead. Keep pushing my buttons. It's been a while since I had to give a slave a severe beatdown. What does this look like? A food bank? You want to eat? Then your owner should have brought something for you. You ain't getting it from me. You're not taking the hint, are you? Fine. Tell you what. There are some toilets around the corner over there. If you're desperate, you can check them for water. No. Nah. Nope. Not a chance. Not gonna happen. No way. Keep dreaming. Drop it before I drop you. Please stop. Please stop. What do I look like? Someone who cares? Nah. I'm the guy who gets paid to keep scumbags like you in line. Need a demonstration? What does this look like? I told you, I'm not giving you anything. You're a slave. Worse, you're a slave that doesn't seem to know their place. No. What do I look like? What does this look like? A food bank? Doesn't sound like my problem. If your master wanted you to win, he'd have given you something to eat. The fact that he hasn't should tell you something about that. Sure seems like no one's gonna mourn your loss. Least of all me. Yep. You've got a lot of nerve talking to me.
You're the bloody slave, and I'm your master. Don't make me remind you again.
What's your problem, newbie? This is gonna be your first and last appearance in the arena tonight. I'll make sure of it.
time for our last competitor to come on out and prove their worth. The Septic Survivor returns to the arena for the final round! Folks, it's rare we get a newbie that can hold their own. Especially during an elimination match like we have tonight! Come on! Let's make some noise! Congratulations to their owner, Reginald Humphreys. He will tonight, ain't ya? As for our former champion, Spartacus. Your performance tonight was disappointing. Y'all in the splash zone know what that means. See ya.
Quick, listen up. Here's what's gonna happen now. Sargento will offer you a drink from the winner's cup. It's laced with a heavy sedative to knock you out and counter the adrenaline, in case you were to try something stupid. Here's a key. Keep it hidden. After you and Hal bust out, meet me here. Okay, look. Sargento's coming. He already wants to buy you, so other than the formalities, it's a done deal. Any questions? Yeah, this place will be cleared out, and the guards won't be looking here. Besides, you seem like the bloodthirsty type. You may end up killing them all anyway. Sargento's a sick bastard, but he's a man of his word, if nothing else. He's not the type to renege on a deal. It's what I do. Now you understand why Meg keeps me around. We don't have time to mess around. Okay, look. Sargento's coming. He already wants to buy you, so other than the formalities, it's a done deal. Any questions? Okay, fine. I'll throw some caps your way when we're done with this. Alrighty.
Time to get back into character, then.
Oi, Sargento.
Reggie, my friend. Your fighters performed just as well as you said. There's a lot of profit to be made on a prime killer like this.
Sure you want to give him up? Yeah, mate. I'm chuffed. But I'm looking to move on out. And I think he's better served here with you.
Yeah, I get it. Gotta fetch a good price while you still can. Anything else I should know about this one?
Nah. A bit dim and may smell like a well-used loo. But that's the worst of it.
Hey, you're a good one, Reg. You got yourself a deal. Yeah, we'll settle up after I, put him with my others. All right, my new slave. Time to celebrate with a drink from the winner's cup. Bottoms up.
New guy, huh? Hope you last longer than the last one. It's probably better if you didn't know. Unrelated side note, stick to the gruel they give you. Stay away from the meat. I am. It's a little strange you know that.
Wait, Johnny?
I'm surprised he'd come to save me. That's great. What's the plan? Funny you should say. I've been working on my escape. Wasn't gonna go until tomorrow night, but now works. It took weeks, but I quietly dug out the wall behind the bookshelf with a rusty spoon. It'll take us into the next room over, then we can sneak away around the guards. Once you make a move, I'll be right behind you. We gotta get out of here! I sure hope you've got a plan. Now's not the time for small talk. Johnny! How the heck are you? Thanks for busting me out of there.
Hal. My man. You look like hell. And it suits you. Because that's exactly where you're going. Hey, thanks, Vault Dweller. Hey, thanks, Vault Dweller. I did. Sorry for misleading you, but if you knew I was only coming here to kill Hal, you probably wouldn't have come along. Hal ripped me off. On our last job, he took way more than his fair share of the cut, then lied about it. By the time I found out, he had decided to part ways under the guise of not wanting to settle down at the crater. I needed to send a message that no one pulls a fast one on Gentleman Johnny Weston. Not even my best friend Hal. It was purely personal. Hal crossed me, I had to be the one to do him in. Not some two-bit wannabe Roman emperor like Sargento. In this business, you gotta be cold. Look at it this way. All at once I got my revenge and saved him from a lifetime of servitude. Think of it as a small mercy. Easy. Don't ever try to pull any shit with me like Hal did. And you'll never have to worry about me pulling a trigger in your face. Okay. Before we go, there's one small matter we should discuss. I want you to tell Meg I get a 50% cut of the gang's share of the vault loot. Or I walk. Meg knows she needs me. So now you get to decide whether I'm worth it, or if we call this whole thing off. All right, you drive a hard bargain. 25% it is. Hey, here's your caps, by the way. Thanks for letting me sell you into servitude. Back to the crater then, shall we?
don't want you hanging around that boy who moved in next door. He's a dirty hippie. I think I can even smell the drugs on him. The ladies at the society are beginning to talk about you. You have no idea how mean those women can be. I need you to comport yourself like the lady your father and I raised you to be. I mean it. That boy will bring you nothing but trouble. Artists are known for the hedonist lifestyles. I don't want you associated with sordid things. It's not good for either of our reputations. And a good reputation is the only thing a lady can cling to in this world. And for the love of God, don't ever use the word sexy in my presence.
Mom, that boy isn't a hippie. He's an artist. Hippies are poor. He's loaded. And, that's not drugs. That's patchouli. Okay? And, maybe with a little sweat mixed in. I think it's sexy smelling. Just tell those stuck-up hags to get a grip. They don't just let anyone live here. He's bona fide. I love you, but you're too old-fashioned. I'm gonna do what makes me happy. Other people's opinions be damned. My reputation is my own. Forged by me, not your friends, not you, and definitely not some boy. Besides, our relationship is strictly business. I've lined up some buyers for his latest work. See? That marketing degree hasn't gone so unutilized, has it? I'm making a hefty commission. But, just between the two of us, I think his work sucks.
Now, I can't believe some of the riffraff that's made it through the application process. I was told Watoga would be an exclusive neighborhood. I mean, the caliber of some of the people they've allowed in, I never would have been accepted if I was in charge. That's for sure.
Hey, Vault Dweller. I may have something for you. Unless you just came by to chat. Sure. Go on. My story? I'm afraid you're gonna have to be a little more specific than that. A little of this, a little of that. Mostly whatever the heck I want. My long suits, my specialties, are infiltration and pulling off cons. But I have many skills, and how I choose to employ them is up to me. See, Meg's not my boss. I don't answer to her. What we've got is a mutually beneficial kind of arrangement here. We share resources and we share rewards, but neither of us expects one from the other. It's a funny story. I came across them on the trail, acted like I belonged, and it took them weeks to realize that no one actually recruited me. Anyway, I mostly ran a few personal jobs for Meg. Well, one thing led to another, and we started seeing a lot more of each other due to my particular skills and her particular needs. When she picked up, I followed, since it was working out for both of us. Then she made the call to settle out here, and, well, being the gentleman I am, I decided to stick around rather than run. I don't really talk about it. I'm from all over. I used to see a lot of military bases as a kid, until I struck out on my own. When the bombs dropped, I was living in New York. Or maybe Boston. Or could have been Detroit or L.A. Maybe even England. Sorry you don't get to know. No one does. And I've got my reasons for keeping it that way. And I'm safer for it.
Furthest south I go is Morgantown.
Oh, come on. We need a fourth. What else is your lazy ass gonna do around here anyway?
Live. That's what. Who knows what scorch beasts or wendigos or other bullshit creatures you'll run into on your way down there. Count me out.
You sure don't waste any time getting personal. I have no idea about my family. I left them well before the war. They could be dust, for all I care. As for romantic partners, I've had many, and there's always room for more. But sorry to dash your hopes and dreams, Vault Dweller. I'm sure you're great in the sack. You're just not really my type. Well, they call me Gentleman Johnny Two Guns Weston. Well, at least they used to back in the day. Kept the gentleman part because it's true. Well, I wisened up and realized the old two guns gimmick was great for intimidating people, but it was shit in practice. You get much more accuracy with a single revolver. Anyway, I don't mind that people spread that old legend. Keeps them on their toes, you know? Hey, Vault Dweller. I may have something for you. Unless you just came by to chat. Are you? Shoot. I could be doing better. I did just murder my best friend, after all. How about we change the subject? Hey, Vault Dweller. I may have something for you. Unless you just came by to chat. Well, I suppose I could make some time for you. Hey, your loss. Hey, Vault Dweller. I may have something for you. Unless you just came by to chat. Here, take this, and, don't ask where I got it. Is still going strong at top of the world. I would have thought she'd just be busting scrap metal by now.
That's only because nothing can get to her. You ever see a Scorched or super mutant take an elevator? They're too stupid.
can't push a button, but they can fire a gun? Ugh. You're either full of shit or you've been hanging out with Munch way too long.
We got everything we need, so we're just waiting on you to make up your mind, 7-6. You ready to roll? Lou's already setting up explosives at the vault entrance. Gale's always ready. And for the amount you promised Johnny, he best jump when I say jump. So yeah, as soon as Lou gives the word, we're ready. Pretty good, 7-6. With your plans, and the best damn crew I could ask for, I think we got a good shot at this. We got everything we need, so we're just waiting on you to make up your mind, 7-6. You ready to roll?
Is it daytime out there? You can lose track of time down here.